The Nintendo Switch may be old, but it's not dead yet. This year there are many exciting titles coming that keep the now 6-year-old console alive. We don't have to wait very long before we get to play some really interesting titles. In this video I check out 10 big games coming out in 2023. On January 20th, Fire Emblem Engage will be released. This great adventure is a tactical RPG and is part of the Fire Emblem series. Those familiar with the older Fire Emblem games will probably recognize themselves, but the game has a new unique feature, something called Emblem Rings, that allows you to fight alongside older characters from other Fire Emblem games. I have to say that the game looks very nice graphically, and I'm looking forward to a new adventure on the continent of Elias. Next up we have Octopath Traveler 2. The first game was released a few years ago and was a huge success, and now we finally get a sequel. Fans of the series can expect a grand adventure with new heroes. There are similarities to the first game. This is also a traditional JRPG, and you choose between 8 different characters. There is a new feature that makes it possible to play both at night and during the day. I really enjoyed the first game, and I'm looking forward to this one. Octopath Traveler 2 will be released on February 23rd. And then we have Pikmin 4. I can hardly believe it, but this game was announced as being in development back in 2015, 8 years ago. And this year it seems that the game will finally be released. In terms of gameplay, Pikmin 4 is reminiscent of previous games in the series, but this time new features are promised that make everything more interesting. Unfortunately, no release date has been announced, but it's said that the game will be released sometimes this year. Fans of the Pikmin series will have to be patient. Without any doubt, the biggest game of the year that I guess most people are looking forward to is Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Considering that the predecessor was a great success, there are expectations that this will be at least as good, if not better. It will be very exciting to see the direction Nintendo has taken the game in. We have seen some new images and clips. It definitely has the same style as Breath of the Wild, but we will simply have to wait and see what's different this time around. The game is released on May 12th. I will play non-stop until my fingers bleed. Next up is Hogwarts Legacy. For those who love Harry Potter, this might be worth checking out, but there is a big question mark. If the game will run well on Nintendo Switch. We have seen it before how some games feel like they were made for PlayStation 5 or Xbox. When the game is finally released for Nintendo Switch, you get a pale version filled with problems. I hope this won't be the case with Hogwarts Legacy, because judging by the images, the game looks very nice and worth playing. Then we have Sea of Stars. This game looks incredibly nice and seems to suit those who are interested in unique RPGs. This adventure game is about Valerie and Sail, whose mission is to eliminate an alchemist. The game is turn-based and contains many puzzles. It looks really entertaining. The inspiration is taken from games like Illusion of Gaia and Chrono Trigger. Sea of Stars will be released mid-2023. I can't wait. Next up is Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This is a remake of the game that came to the Nintendo Wii many years ago. Nintendo has in recent years recreated many titles from their own library. We have seen new versions of Donkey Kong and Zelda. It was probably only a matter of time before a new version of Kirby would come. And here we are. The game should basically have the same content as the original, but with enhanced graphics. The game will be released on February 24th. Then we have Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and a Lost Demon, a spin-off game. Last year Bayonetta 3 was released, and on March 17 this year this exciting title will be released. Definitely interesting for all those who like the Bayonetta games, and since this is a spin-off, you can expect a slightly different adventure. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of Bayonetta, but when a new title comes out, it's always interesting to see if it's worth buying. Judging by the pictures, it looks very promising. Next up is Illusion Island. Disney presents its classic characters in a new platform game. I can't remember the last time I played as Mickey and Minnie, but now there is a chance to do so. There is no release date though. However, Disney believes that it will be released this year. In this platform game you can run, swim and jump your way through a mysterious island. For those who love cartoons, this may be worth keeping an eye on. In addition, you can play co-op up to 4 players. Finally, we have THEATRHYTHM Final Barline. Music, Final Fantasy, RPG, what could possibly go wrong? I don't know, but this is certainly an interesting addition to the Final Fantasy series. The music composed for Final Fantasy is amazing game music, and this game contains more than 385 selected tracks. It looks to be a fun mix of music, turn-based combat and lots of action. In addition, you can play online, up to 8 players. I'm keeping my eyes on this game. It's definitely an odd entry in the Final Fantasy series. So, here we saw 10 exciting titles releasing for the Nintendo Switch this year. I know there are many more that I might cover in a future video, but these 10 games definitely stand out as among the biggest releases we can expect in 2023. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm back after a hiatus, and from now on I will release new videos every week. Have a great day, see ya!